Okay, so I couldn't find a priest on ladder, so I found someone on my friends list who's been playing priest. He's pretty high ranked, so this should be what priests are playing right now. And they are playing Shadow Word Pain, so Doomsayer is a little risky, but I need to not get run over early, so I'm going to keep it. Scientist is good, Secret's bad. We would like a little bit more draw. Okay, there's one. We can't really test for Shadow Word Pain on turn 3 because we want to get at least one draw on it. So we'll probably just play it on turn 5 and then we can see if he has Shadow Word Pain because he'll most likely Shadow Word Pain it. Maybe not though. Because then by turn 5, depending on how big his board is, he'll be cognizant of Doomsayer. Okay, so there's one Shadow Word Pain. That really suggests he has a second one though, the way he played that out. Oh, this is the guy in the Kingwin tournament that bought in, but he's still like a really good player, not a noob. Okay, that's fine. I still have to show some restraint with the Acolyte there. So if I were to Doomsayer now and it were to go off, on my turn 5 I'd ping, it'd be hit, so he couldn't Cabal for quite a while. So we could actually Doomsayer now. It's mostly because we have 2, and we really want to get multiple draws off this guy. And this will make it easiest for us to do it on turn 5, and it gives us a chance of getting 3 draws. Let's see, if we ping it on turn 5, we ping it on turn 6, then he could seal it, I guess. But we could ping on turn 6, our turn 6, we could run it into something to get the 3rd draw. So there's a chance we get all 3 draws here. I'm currently playing the version with Power Blast, so there's a chance we could start with Antonidas before Alex, but we'd like to get Alex first. But the way our draw is, we might not get Alex for a while. Okay, cool, so we're going to get all 3 draws. That's really big. 7. Up to 8. No fear of overdrawing. We could play this, but he'll probably Cabal that. We'll just Blood Mage either when we Flame Strike or just Blood Mage ping it ourselves. That could be our turn. Yeah, we'll just do it next turn. Okay, so there's one Cabal. It's the right play to play it against Freeze Mage just when you need a creature. We'll just do it now. Don't need to Nova that. Now, we think he has a second Shadow Word Pain, so we don't really have much faith in our Doomsayer going off, but... So I guess we'll do it. We'll Doomsayer before we Flame Strike. I guess we'll Doomsayer to set up for Antonidas' turn, although he'll still have the Ooze on the table. We should if we want to Antonidas, we should do it pretty quickly, so we don't have to worry about mind control, but he already used the coin, so we have plenty of time. Okay, so if I use this, I have to use 2 cards, which I can, though, with the Frost Nova Doomsayer. Okay, so maybe we'll get our Alex pretty soon here. After our next draw, we have 10 more cards left if you count the draw we'll get from this. Okay, so there's the Shadow Word Pain, that's okay. We aren't really relying on it. He doesn't have that big of a board. We'd like to Blizzard before we Flame Strike, because now he's probably going to load up the board with unflame strikeable minions. Priest is really good at having, 5 plus, because they can, like, Power Word shield their creatures, they can drop the Blade Master, circle it, things like that. What's the 3/4 guy that buffs health? So they have a lot of high HP guys, is what I'm saying. We do have the sheep, so we can get the sheep and the blizzard and lead those into the flame strike. I think that was more of a his hand is full thing. I don't think he can lethal me next turn. Okay, there's the Alex. We could just do it now. Pretty fortunate draw on my side. Most fortunate thing was just the Acolyte getting 3 draws. Usually, that's unheard of. He burned the Shadow Pain on the Mad Scientist, though. He's playing a very defensive deck. He's doing very well on ladder right now. He has 2 Shadow Madness, 2 Shadow Pain, and very defensive things. So that's why his deck might look a little different. Okay, so I don't know if he just worded Shadow Death, and he probably doesn't run Mind Control. So I think we're just gonna do this. Oh wait, actually we can't. I thought I had a Nova. So assuming we make 1, I could just Frostbolt face, then we'd have 15, 16, 17, 18. We'd still be short damage. So let's just manage the board for a little bit, I think. While we find that second Ice Lance. We can ping our sheep and proc the Loot Hoarder. Kinda like that. Now we have a lot of damage. I think we still wait, though. We don't quite go for it. I don't think he's running. He could be running Holy... He already burned 1 Holy Fire. There's no way he's running 2. So his only heals are going to be like Holy Nova, I believe. I don't think he's running Antique Heal Bot, but it's a possibility. If his deck is like... has 2 Shadow Madness and 2 Shadow Pain, it just kills everything early and then heals up. It's possible. Don't know if he's running Loatheb. Probably going to end up just ice blocking his Loatheb turn, and depending on what he does here, we could just go off, or because we don't want to let him heal too much after Alex, so we could just do Antonidas Frostbolt face. Yeah, so it's not a good Flame Strike turn, so we'll just do Antonidas Frostbolt face. Unless we want to wait for the Ice Lance and do like a double Fireball ping. Having the Antonidas, it gives him the chance to Mind Control. He can kill it off, but it takes his board. We'll have 18, 19, 20, 21. We're kind of short on damage, actually, still. So I think we'll wait till... I think we have to Flame Strike here and wait till we find the Ice Lances before we Antonidas. And again, this deck has Power Blast as well, so we should be fine on damage. We just need to stall him out a little bit and not proc our block. He's done surprisingly a lot of damage for how... I guess it was the Fireball and the Holy Nova really pushed us over. Blizzard. We don't have any Doomsayers left, so I guess we could just Blizzard and Fireball him. Don't really need to Acolyte. We should get all the cards we need just by the time the game's over. Alright, so we have 2 Ice Lances and a Pyroblast left. That's 3... 2 Ice Lances and a Pyroblast. Our other cards are like Mad Scientist. Kona Colded, we Frost Nova. We made second Frost Nova. 2 cards I'm missing, I can't think of. Is it like a Loot Hoarder? No. It wasn't a Thalnos either. We'll see. Still hard for him to proc the block. He already used Fireball, Holy Nova. I mean Fireball and Holy Fire, and he used Holy Nova already, so it's hard for him to find this extra 3 damage. But he's trying to put something on the board so he can make lethal happen. Oh, that's that last card, okay. We drew so much off the Acolyte. You know. I kind of want to draw that Frost Nova so I can Fireball. But it might be dumb to Arcane Intellect without the Antonidas on the board. But I'm gonna find Ice Lances and Pyro. I don't even need Antonidas Fireballs, I just need time, which the Fireball will give us. Okay, that's kind of lopsided. It's kind of messy because we want to say one Frostbolt in case we want to do Antonidas Frostbolt Ice Lance, but no, that's not going to happen. Okay, we'll just do this. We'll just do it like this. This should be the best. Yeah. Okay. So like I said, he probably doesn't have a second Holy Fire, but we can maybe find enough damage to kill it anyways. And you might not even be able to proc here. Got a second Fireball. Okay. So as long as he doesn't well, he could Loatheb still, as long as he doesn't have a second heal. You have to Loatheb and then the following, or Ice Block, but he already showed his 2 Thoughtsteal cards, which were 2 Fireballs. Okay, we should have it. Yeah. We should thank him for putting up with our long turn commentary. It's Tomflr, he's on Team Mage Gaming. Shout out to Tomflr. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. Yeah. So that's how Priest normally goes. It's a pretty easy matchup.